La Liga is back, and this season could be special. Forget what happened last season, because 2026-27 brings new signings, young superstars, established legends, players with something to prove, and potentially the next generation of world football icons. Lamine Yamal is entering another huge season. Kylian Mbappe wants to dominate Spain. Jude Bellingham and Vinícius Jr have unfinished business. And some of the biggest clubs in Spain have added exciting new weapons. But here's the interesting part. The biggest player this season might not be one of the obvious names. A youngster could explode. A new signing could transform his club, or an established superstar could produce the season of his career. So today we're looking at 20 players you must watch in La Liga 2026-27. We'll look at their individual qualities, what they bring collectively to their teams, their previous records, their current situations, and most importantly, what we should expect from them this season. And don't just watch until number 1. Build your own top 5 as we go, because at the end, I want to know who will define La Liga this season. 1. Lamine Yamal, Barcelona. Individual qualities: dribbling, creativity, 1v1 ability, a vision, left-footed finishing, confidence. Yamal has something very few players possess: unpredictability. Defenders know he wants the ball. They know he wants to attack them. They know he loves coming inside. And somehow, they still struggle to stop him. Collective/team value. Barcelona's attack increasingly revolves around Yamal's ability to create numerical advantages on the right. When two defenders move toward him, space opens centrally. When they don't, he attacks them. That makes him more than simply a winger. Past record. Yamal enters 2026 out of 27 as a World Cup winner at only 19, having become one of the defining players of Spain's triumph. Barcelona are also chasing a third consecutive La Liga title. Current report: with Robert Lewandowski gone, even more attacking responsibility could fall on Yamal. Barcelona have strengthened elsewhere, most dramatically with the arrival of Rodri. What to expect? This could be the season where Yamal goes from world-class young player to the face of world football. The question is no longer whether he has potential. How high is his ceiling? 2. Kylian Mbappe, Real Madrid. Individual qualities: acceleration, finishing, movement, composure, transition threat, elite goal scoring. Give Mbappe space, and you're already in trouble. Collective/team value. Mbappe remains Madrid's biggest guaranteed source of goals. But Mourinho now has to find the perfect balance between Mbappe, Vinícius, Bellingham, Güler, and Diomande. That is an incredible collection of talent. It's also an enormous tactical challenge. Past record. Mbappe enters another season already established as one of football's defining goal scorers. He remains one of the leading early candidates for Pichichi. Current report: Real Madrid have changed direction dramatically. Jose Mourinho has returned after the club endured a turbulent, trophyless campaign, and Madrid have reinforced heavily around their established stars. What to expect? Goals. Lots of them. But the bigger question is, can Mbappe lead Madrid back above Barcelona? 3. Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid. Individual qualities: ball carrying, physicality, intelligence, goals from midfield, pressing, and leadership. Bellingham can influence almost every phase of a match. Collective/team value. This is where Mourinho could become fascinating. Bellingham gives him tactical flexibility. Number 10, number 8, deeper midfielder, late runner into the box. He can do almost everything. Past record: already a Champions League winner with Madrid and one of England's most important players. Bellingham enters the campaign as an established global superstar rather than a prospect. La Liga lists him among the World Cup stars returning to Spain this season. Current report: Mourinho's return could potentially give Bellingham an even more central leadership role. What to expect? A fascinating tactical season, because if Mourinho finds Bellingham's perfect role, he could become Madrid's most important midfielder. 4. Vinícius Jr, Real Madrid. Individual qualities: acceleration, dribbling, transition play, creativity, 1v1 destruction, Few defenders enjoy seeing Vinícius running toward them. Collective/team value. His width creates space for Mbappe. Mbappe's presence creates space for Vinícius. The challenge is getting both superstars operating at maximum efficiency simultaneously. Past record. Vinícius has already produced decisive performances on Europe's biggest stages. He isn't a prospect anymore. Current report. One of Madrid's biggest pieces of summer business wasn't a signing. It was keeping Vinícius. He renewed his contract amid Madrid's wider rebuild. What to expect? The fascinating question. Mbappe or Vinícius? Who becomes Madrid's main man? 5. Rodri. Barcelona. This could be the most important signing in Spain this summer. Individual qualities. Positioning, passing, tactical intelligence, press resistance, tempo control, leadership. Rodri doesn't need spectacular dribbling. He controls matches with decisions. Collective/team value. Now imagine Rodri, Pedri, Dani Olmo, Yamal. That could give Barcelona extraordinary control of possession. Past record. Rodri leaves Manchester City after 298 appearances in 14 major trophies, including 4 Premier League titles and the Champions League. He also won the 2024 Ballon d'Or and captained Spain to the 2026 World Cup, where he was named the tournament's best player. Current report. Barcelona confirmed his arrival on August 18th, reportedly paying around £65.4 million, with Rodri signing until 2030. What to expect? If Rodri remains healthy, Barcelona may have just solved one of the most important positions in their team. This transfer could seriously influence the title race. 6. Julián Álvarez, Atletico Madrid. Individual qualities. Movement, finishing, pressing, intelligence, versatility. Álvarez can score, create, press, drop deep, play centrally or around another striker. Collective/team value. He should be the centerpiece of Atletico's attack. But there's one major problem. Past record. Álvarez has scored 49 goals in 106 matches for Atletico since joining from Manchester City in 2024. Current report. His situation is currently one of La Liga's biggest stories. Álvarez has expressed a desire to join Barcelona, while Atletico insists they don't want to sell him. Simeone has left him out of the opening match amid the dispute. What to expect? Everything depends on what happens before the window closes. If he stays and refocuses, he could still be Atletico's most important player. But this is one storyline worth monitoring closely. 7. Pedri, Barcelona. Individual qualities. Vision, passing, close control, intelligence, press resistance. Pedri sees passes before most players realize they're available. Collective/team value. And now, he potentially has Rodri behind him. That's the scary part. Rodri could give Pedri greater freedom to operate higher. Past record. Already a key figure for both Barcelona and Spain. Pedri has played an important role in Barcelona's recent domestic success. Current report. Barcelona entered the season as back-to-back champions with one of Europe's most technically gifted midfield groups. What to expect? Rodri plus Pedri could become LaLiga's defining midfield partnership. 8. Man, Real Madrid. Individual qualities. Acceleration, dribbling, directness, explosiveness, 1v1 attacking. This is one of the most exciting transfers of the summer. Collective/team value. Madrid already had Mbappe, Vinícius, Bellingham, Güler. Now they have another explosive young attacker. Past record. The Ivorian winger arrives after his rapid rise in European football established him as one of the market's hottest young attacking prospects. Current report. Madrid have made a huge investment in the 19-year-old, with reporting putting the transfer around £115 million/euro, 125 million territory. What to expect? The transfer fee creates enormous pressure, but he's only 19. The question shouldn't necessarily be, is he worth 125 million euros today? It should be, what could he become? 9. Anthony Gordon, Barcelona. Individual qualities. Pace, pressing, direct running, intensity, attacking space. Collective/team value. Gordon provides Barcelona with something slightly different: directness, vertical running, and genuine speed on the opposite side of Yamal. Current report: Gordon is among Barcelona's major additions as the champions reshape their attack following Lewandowski's departure. What to expect? Imagine Gordon attacking from one side, Yamal attacking from the other. That could give Barcelona a frightening combination of directness and creativity. 10. Nico Williams. Athletic club, individual qualities, acceleration, dribbling, width, creativity, transition threat, collective/team value. Nico isn't simply another winger for Athletic. His ability to stretch opponents completely changes their attack. Past record: already an established Spanish international and one of La Liga's most dangerous wide players. Current report: with so much attention going toward Madrid and Barcelona's new signings, Nico could become slightly overlooked. What to expect? Another season where he proves you don't need to play for Madrid or Barcelona to be one of LaLiga's most dangerous players. 11. Bernardo Silva. Real Madrid. Individual qualities: close control, intelligence, pressing, creativity, versatility, collective/team value. This signing makes enormous tactical sense. Madrid have spectacular individual attackers. Bernardo gives them something different: control, past record, years of elite-level experience at Manchester City, including Champions League and Premier League success. Current report: Bernardo is one of the experienced reinforcements Mourinho has brought into Madrid's rebuild. What to expect? Don't be surprised if Bernardo becomes one of Mourinho's most trusted players. 12. Rafinha. Barcelona. Individual qualities: movement, goals, pressing, crossing, intensity, collective/team value. Rafinha's greatest strength may be his work without the ball. He complements Barcelona's technical attackers with relentless movement. Past record: he has become a major contributor during Barcelona's return to domestic dominance. Current report: competition is increasing following Barcelona's attacking changes. What to expect? His role could evolve, but writing Rafinha off would be dangerous. 13. Federico Valverde. Real Madrid. Individual qualities: energy, shooting, ball carrying, tackling, versatility, collective/team value. Every superstar team needs players willing to do the ugly work. Valverde does that while also possessing elite technical quality. What to expect? Under Mourinho, Valverde looks like exactly the type of player a demanding manager could absolutely love. Don't be surprised if he becomes essential. 14. Kylian. Barcelona. Individual qualities: passing, positioning, composure, anticipation, collective/team value. Barcelona want to dominate possession from defense. Kylian gives them a center-back, comfortable starting attacks. Past record: still remarkably young. He is already a World Cup winner with Spain. La Liga specifically highlights Kylian among its returning Spanish champions. What to expect? The next step is leadership. Could Kylian eventually become the defining Spanish center-back of his generation? 15. Lamine. Atletico Madrid. Individual qualities: technique, creativity, versatility, close control, collective/team value. Atletico needed fresh attacking creativity. Lee gives Simeone another player capable of operating between midfield and attack. Current report: Lee is part of Atletico's attempt to refresh their squad in the post-Griezmann era. What to expect? The fascinating part will be watching how Simeone adapts Lee's technical qualities to Atletico's intensity. 16. Christian Romero. Atletico Madrid. Individual qualities: aggression, tackling, aerial ability, leadership, front foot defending, collective/team value. This almost feels like a defender designed for Diego Simeone. Argentine, aggressive, emotional, competitive, past record. Romero captained Tottenham and spent 5 seasons in England before moving to Spain. Current report: he has completed a move to Atletico in the region of £34 million. What to expect? Romero plus Simeone could either be perfect or absolute chaos. Either way, must-watch television. 17. Arda Güler, Real Madrid. Individual qualities: technique, left foot creativity, long-range shooting vision. Collective/team value: Güler gives Madrid another player capable of unlocking deep defensive blocks. Past record: his development has gradually moved him from exciting prospect toward genuine first-team importance. Current report: Madrid's summer spending creates even more competition for attacking positions. What to expect? This could be a defining season. Does Güler become a superstar? Or does Madrid's incredible squad depth limit his opportunities? 18. Alex Baena, Atletico Madrid. Individual qualities: creativity, passing, set pieces, moving between lines. Collective/team value: Baena can provide the creative supply Atletico need around their forwards. What to expect? If Álvarez remains, the relationship between Baena's creativity and Álvarez's movement could become one of Atletico's most important attacking weapons. 19. Ios Perez, Villarreal. Individual qualities: movement, a finishing, intelligence, a versatility. Collective/team value: Villarreal need experienced attackers capable of converting their possession into goals. Ios provides that. What to expect? With Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico dominating headlines, Villarreal's players can easily disappear from the conversation. But if Villarreal challenge high up the table, Ios could again be extremely important. 20. Antony, Real Betis. Individual qualities: dribbling, a left-footed shooting, creativity, confidence. Collective/team value: Betis have provided Antony with an environment where he can play expressive attacking football. What to expect? The challenge now is consistency. Can he turn flashes of brilliance into an entire elite La Liga campaign? Because when he's confident, he is still very difficult to defend. And there you have it. 20 players, different clubs, different positions, different expectations, but potentially one unforgettable La Liga season. Some players are already global superstars. Others have just arrived. And some are young enough that 2026/27 could become the season that completely changes their careers. But now, I want your predictions. Who finishes with more goals? Mbappe or someone else? Who has the better overall season? Yamal or Bellingham? Which new signing will make the biggest impact? And which young player will completely explode this season? But here's the hardest question. You can pick only one. If you had to predict a player who will define La Liga 2026-27, who are you choosing? Lamine Yamal, Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Vinícius Jr, Julián Álvarez, or someone else? Drop one name in the comments. And remember this video, because at the end of the season, we're coming back to see who got it right. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because throughout the season, we'll be covering the biggest players, matches, records, transfers, and debates from across world football. The predictions are finished. Now let the football do the talking.